What's going on, guys? Tony Seminat here, aka RealWorld Tactical, and we are here in Tampa at SOF week with MyDefence counter drone technology. I'll be here all week. This is the first time for me. Super excited, and I want you guys to come on this journey with me, so stay tuned. We are at SOF week here in Tampa with MyDefence, and the question is, who is MyDefence? MyDefence is the #1 counter drone technology company in the country, and I'm here with their main representative of North America. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Tim Wofford. I'm the program manager here in North America for the research and development.
All right, so he's the guy that everybody's going to be coming to for all the main stuff here in North America. Now, you guys, the original company is in North America. Where are you guys originally based out of?
Yeah, so our parent company has Danish roots, right? So they've been in the counter US game since about 2017.
Okay.
This technology here was originally used for IED detection.
Okay.
And then as we see overseas, the use of counter or UAS just in general has kind of blown up in the battlefield, right?
Okay.
And the landscape has completely changed.
All right.
So that same technology that we were using to detect IEDs, we found out it's even better for the drone game, right? So we have the capability here in this little wearable unit right on your chest to detect that communication between the drone and the controller.
Okay.
So it actually gives a soldier that's on the ground the ability to be aware if there's a UAS flying towards them, and they can then, whatever their protocol is, take the applicable actions and next steps so they're safe in the battlefield.
And now the drone stuff is huge. It's, in the last couple of years, it's exploded pretty much. And you guys have a lot of video and evidence of this in the Ukraine war, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. And so Ukraine has kind of been a great R&D hotbed, right? So our product is proven, the Ukrainians love it. And so what we found out over there is a lot of the people that were operating drones really started off in the traditional ISM bands, somewhere between 2.4 gigahertz up to 5.8. But then it was really easy to find their drones. And so it was really easy as your counterpart to kind of counteract that and fight against it. So what we see is on this spectrum, they really started to build their own drones and start to fly outside of the spectrum. Okay. And a lot of your engineers say, well, that's not playing by the rules. Well, in war,
there are no rules.
Yeah, absolutely, sir, absolutely. So that's where, out of the box, this is going to detect 2.4, 5.2, 5.8, right? But we just released this new broadband antenna here.
Okay.
And so as you see that landscape change and they start to use the lower frequencies, this is the game changer, right? So this is going to detect somewhere between about 350 to 360 megahertz, all the way up to that 1.6 range. So now you have this broadband antenna that's changing the game, where you're literally seeing almost the whole spectrum. Right?
How far is the range on the actual unit?
So this is a line of sight product, right? So a lot of that's going to depend on terrain, but your average distance to pick up that detection is going to be 2 to 4 kilometers.
Okay, and that's in open terrain.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And so as we deploy this, sometimes for like R&D testing in somewhere like, say, Oklahoma City, where our R&D headquarters is, we see so much further because the terrain's flat.
It's flat, yeah.
Yeah, so we see a much longer than what we would advertise, but we advertise the 2.4 because we believe in truth and lending, right?
Of course. Yeah, you want to be conservative.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you get anything on top of that, it's privilege.
Yeah, absolutely.
I understand that. Okay, so now that you've given me pretty much an idea, how does it actually work? So if I was a soldier, if I had these units on me, and I got the hit for, okay, there's a drone in the air. How are we maneuvering through this?
I like to joke, like public school guy, I say if I can count to 4, I can use this product. Okay. It's about that simple. So we have a dial on top here. So obviously one click is going to turn on your RF detection, right? Okay. And so it's going to use the antenna that's in here as well as the external antenna. Okay. If you click the second click, we're just going to go strictly to this external antenna. So now we're just detecting that lower band range. If you go to the third click, we're doing what we call direction finding for drones. So we're really, like I said earlier, we can see the drone and the controller. So now we're just focusing on the direction finding for the drone.
How do we know? How do we know like which direction to
start?
Yeah,
so we have an audible earpiece that connects this, right? And if you can think of either a metal detector or a Geiger counter, right? As you turn your orientation, think beep, 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 beep.
Okay, so the noise gets stronger.
Yes, and a more frequent audio. Yeah. So then you know, all right, that my threat is coming from this line of bearing, right?
Okay.
And then so one more click on the fourth click, you do the same thing, but now we're trying to isolate the controller signal. So same thing, beep, 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 beep. Controller's over there. That's the heading to the controller.
Okay, so that's the actual guy who's controlling the drone.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. So so you have the third click is the drone.
Yes, sir.
And the fourth click would be the actual controller of the drone.
Absolutely.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like I said, easy enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Like the 4 clicks on the top of the knob, that's what they do.
Okay.
So then you've detected your drone, you've detected your controller. How do you mitigate it? So this is where we talk to our next product, the pitbull.
Okay.
So it's a 2-watt wearable jammer, and it's directional. So we have a cable that connects into here, and it's smart jamming, right? So if I'm detected at 2.4 gigahertz, it's going to tell this to go jam at 2.4 gigahertz.
Okay.
And so we like the smart jamming because as you jam, it interferes with comms. So if you don't want to just jam a whole ISM band, because then that messes with your team's comm.
Everybody's,
Absolutely. So we really just want to isolate the jamming to the threat, right, that we're detecting. And then if you don't want it to automatically jam, if you're on the battlefield, so you're not giving away your position, we have the manual jamming, the red button.
Okay.
So it's still only going to jam at what we're detecting. And so when you push this, then it gives your team like, hey, we got an extra, 1 click and it's closing. So get ready to pack up and move. Okay. All right. And then once you hit this though, we're emitting a very strong signal. We're basically flooding that band.
So what do you see when you jam? Once you jam that drone, does the drone just go down? I know there's different drones do different things. They go back to the controller, they go straight down. How does that work?
Yeah, so I think a lot of that just really falls back to the protocol of the drone, right?
Okay.
And how that drone's programmed. In some cases, that return to home feature is very common. That landing is sometimes very common.
Okay.
And then some of the drones that are a little bit stronger, I need you to kind of like picture sci-fi movies, right? If you think Fantastic Four, where Jessica Alba just throws up this force field around you, they just can't penetrate any closer. So they're running it, we're overwhelming that signal. So that drone's kind of hitting that invisible wall, and it gives your team a little bit more time to react.
Okay.
Or use another type of kill. Like a hard kill solution.
Yeah. Okay. The parent company's from Denmark, but you do have a here in North America. Where is that at?
Yeah, so we have a very, very amazing, we'll call it parent company in Denmark, which is our home office. The founder, Dan, former soldier himself, very, very close to the action in Afghanistan. Had some friends that, were unfortunately impacted by IEDs over there. And that's kind of where the roots of this company came from. They were visiting one of the soldiers that, lost a limb to an IED. And that's really where
where this all started.
Yeah, absolutely. So we really have a passion. Like we say, we save lives, but everything that we do every day, it has that mission built into it. For every soldier that comes home, it's a win. Right?
Yeah.
Every loss of life that we avoid, that's a victory.
Yeah,
right?
100%.
Yeah. So we're really proud of that. That's our mission, to save lives, and I really think that this product contributes to that mission.
Okay, and so I think that's one of the most important things is when you have people that are passionate about what they're pushing or what they work for. That means everything, I think, to everybody, because some people just do things for a paycheck. And other people do things because they truly believe that it is making a difference.
Absolutely.
And that's what it's all about, right? So let me ask you one last question. Where can they find you for more information on your stuff, on all your products?
Yeah, so I think it's really easy to just visit MyDefence.com.
Okay.
Right. So all of our products and information are on there. But to contact us in Oklahoma City, it's pretty easy. I'm on LinkedIn, so all of my information's on there. But I mean, if you want me to throw out a phone number, they can always call me if it's business related.
We'll take care of that. We'll take care of that.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously, we're in Oklahoma City. If they need a real demonstration of capability, or they want to get hands on the product and see how it works, whether it's on their base for their team, in their municipality, or for their precinct, or even at their penitentiary or their stadium, we're one call away. We have capable products. We have demo kits and sales guys ready to go.
Okay.
So we can come do a full capabilities display from whatever they're trying to, whether it's wearable all the way to perimeter and anything in between with mobile. We've got it covered.
Well, man, it's been a great time talking to you. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this interview with MyDefence. Now you have an idea of pretty much what they're capable of doing and what the future holds, not only for overseas, but the United States as well. The drone, I think these drones are definitely going to be something for the future that's going to be an issue. And I'm super happy for companies like MyDefence that are coming out with these counter drone technology products, because this is what we're going to need. All right, guys, so that pretty much concludes our SOF week here in Tampa with MyDefence counter drone technology. I truly believe that their technology is going to change the counter drone world for the next 2 to 3 years. It is definitely, after seeing some of their competition here in this convention, it's definitely going to change the way people see it, right? I hope you guys enjoyed some of the B-roll and some of the other things that we saw here at the convention. And now you understand what MyDefence is trying to bring to the table. And that was my goal for this week, and obviously to experience this and say a big thank you to MyDefence for bringing me out and spending the time with them. Their crew is phenomenal. A bunch of great, authentic, genuine people, and their mission statement and what they plan on doing with this product is, I think it's great. It's very genuine. So on to the next one.